Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be an energy shift reading for my dearest Scorpios. Scorpio, we have Jupiter in Aries from May 2022 till May 2023. And this transit is big and bold and undoubtedly one of the most important of the year. This is Aries energy and opportunities supercharged. This is the beginning of a whole new chapter in your life. Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, will be moving into the fiery skies of Aries, so get ready to charge forward, guided and protected by Jupiter's optimistic, hopeful, generous, and compassionate nature. Get ready to take the lead in making your dreams come true and expect blessings and abundance. Okay, my dear Scorpios, let's go ahead and see what messages come through for you. If these messages do resonate, I'm going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Clear messages and guidance, please, for my Scorpios. Ooh, so we've got the Emperor, Aries energy coming out right away. This is your energy, Scorpio, so majorly bossing up. Harnessing divine masculine energy. What's influencing you or your challenges? The Sun, Leo energy. Wow, Scorpio. The whole reason this reading is going down, the Two of Pentacles, okay? You may feel like you've been in sort of a state of suspension, my Scorpios. What you're leaving in the past, the Nine of Wands. What you're thinking about, what's on your mind, the Princess of Swords. Okay. In reverse, all right. What's coming towards you? The Princess of Wands. There's that Aries energy, that fiery energy. You are in the Nine of Cups energy. External to you, we have the Eight of Wands. Wow, someone or something is coming rushing towards you. The emotional body, the Five of Cups, although you may be grieving or mourning the loss of someone or something. And your final outcome is the Knight of Swords, clarity, truth, and moving forward. The overall energy, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I do feel that my Scorpios, many of you have been experiencing conflict. And it may be that you're just feeling really drained. The Nine of Wands in reverse in your past tells me that you may have been playing with fire, or maybe you've just been with this Two of Pentacles doing too much. This can be, for many of my Scorpios, this really could be related to your career, although it certainly could be love and relationships as well. Really, it can apply to anything. This transit is taking place over the next year. So I do see a lot of my Scorpios, you're learning to set boundaries, to conserve your energy and your resources so that you can really let your light shine. I do feel that there's something here that you're trying to manifest, but there have been some disappointments here along the way. So let's pull some oracle cards to just get a better picture. And we have divine feminine. Ooh, and so you're showing up in the divine masculine energy. So many of my Scorpios, you may be finding this balance. Some of you may be calling in a divine counterpart. So the frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Beautiful. You get soul time. All right. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Beautiful. Authority, yes. And this is where, I really feel this energy for my Scorpios out there. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. So true authority is that balance of masculine and feminine energy. Some of you, wow, I don't know what you're doing, Scorpios, but keep doing it because you're really stepping into your power. There's a major up-leveling here. And we get compassion. All right, so the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. All right, so this is about extending compassion to yourself and to others as you go through this major up-leveling. At the bottom of the deck here, we do have romantic love. So for some of my Scorpios, you are calling in your divine counterpart as a result of finding that balance of the masculine and the feminine within. But some of you, you're stepping into your power and your authority as artists, as creators, in whatever it is that you do for a living. Maybe even, as, in creating a family, being the head of the household. It's going to be so many different things for all of us, right? But I do see there's a beautiful, powerful energy with this transit for my dear Scorpios. And the Emperor energy, this is your energy. So you're ready. You're bossing up. You're embodying balanced, divine masculine energy, which is decisive, boundary-oriented, strategic, but also patient. And we see that, it's powerful, directed, and realized. But yet it's also embodying this divine feminine energy, receptive, wise, and loving. So Scorpio, whatever you are doing, just keep doing it. Please. All right, and we see the Seven of Pentacles. This is something that you've been working on for quite some time. I feel like patience is needed. I feel like you've been patiently you've been learning from the past. You've been looking at the details. And the Princess of Pentacles, you're ready for a new journey. You're ready to step into, even though you're stepping into a position of power here, Scorpio, it's like, I love this because you're taking beginner mind to it. Now, some of my Scorpios, with the Sun card here as your challenge, some of you are going to be really getting a lot of attention and being put in the spotlight. And although this may be something that you've been working towards, Scorpio energy by nature is, and I'm a Scorpio moon, so I get this. By nature, we kind of like to be the wallflower. We like to sort of be behind the scenes. We're not the sign, or Scorpio energy is not necessarily the sign to, be front and center, but whatever you're doing, it's almost required of you. Because it's almost like you're the best of the best. And I see here that many of my Scorpios, you may have had a blocked throat chakra. And sometimes this can indicate that we don't like to sort of, be on the screen. We don't like pictures taken of ourselves, or we don't like to be out there. And that, we don't like to be in that Leo energy, which is like, here I am, front and center. Everybody look at me. So I do see that that's a bit of a challenge for some of my Scorpios. But like I said, it's sort of the nature of the game that's being played, or it's the nature of what you're going through, because I'm seeing that you are getting reward and recognition because you're following your passions and your dreams. You're finding balance. You have this authority that others can really benefit from. And so I do feel that this is wish fulfillment, although it is laced with a little bit of, I don't know if it's disappointment, but maybe just a little bit of fear because of being in the spotlight. And it's not fear that you're not going to be good enough, but it really is going to shift things for you. So I do see that some of my Scorpios too, you've had to sort of let go of someone or something that gave you a lot of comfort. That was something that was very heart-centered for you in order to achieve this success or in order to level up. So I do feel that too, there's a little bit of an energy here of a little bit of remorse or regret of what it is that you have to leave behind. I'm just getting really, like, for a lot of my Scorpios, this feels like business success, although I do feel that this could also be calling in a divine counterpart, romantic love. But I feel like a lot of my Scorpios, you've been hustling. You've been working 2, maybe 3 jobs, and you're trying to get something off the ground. And it's like, it's happening. The blessings, the abundance, the success is coming to you. And it's what you've been manifesting, and it's like you're ready for it, but there's a big part of you that is like missing that previous version of yourself, like where you were, where you were hustling, where you were, working hard, because it feels like either there was less responsibility even though you were doing a lot, or you're starting to realize how important the process is or the journey is, and not so much the the destination. But you are getting to the destination here, and it's a result of your hard work, finding balance. I'm just hearing, some of my Scorpios out there, you didn't even have 2 dimes to rub together. And the Hanged Man, you're seeing things differently. You've achieved enlightenment with the 9 of Cups energy here as well. You're seeing here your wish fulfillment and how to get there, and putting in that hard work, doing the work, meeting the universe halfway, Scorpio. I feel that also, though, as we reflect on the past and the hard work that we have put into into whatever this is that we're achieving, whether it's, getting a degree, whether it's, calling in a relationship, whether it's a physical health and wellness journey, or if it's, financial success and abundance. I can see, though, that you were burning the candle at both ends in order to manifest this. There was nobody that was working harder than you and what you were doing. We just had this lunar eclipse in Scorpio in your sign. And, it was really asking us to take a look at where we've been obsessively chasing some sort of dream. And that is absolutely the energy that I'm getting here. But I do feel that, it's not a sustainable energy. So Spirit is sort of asking you. Actually, I don't even think Spirit's asking you. I think you've realized that there needs to be another approach in order for you to maintain your success, in order for you to sort of finish the job here. Yeah, because there was something here that was definitely out of balance for my dear Scorpios. And I feel that you experienced a lot of conflict and a lot of hardship. You may not have been getting the reward and recognition that you truly deserved, but I feel like this really fueled your fire and your passion to keep going. It was like it gave you that impetus, that push to work even harder. Like, I don't know if you were being rejected or you just were like, things haven't come as easy to me as they have for other people, but it was almost what pushed you beyond mediocre. Okay. And I know that sounds kind of terrible, Scorpio, but what I mean is, if things had come easier for you, you may not achieve the success that you are about to, or that you have achieved, because you worked that much harder, if that makes sense. So in the mental body, the Princess of Swords, and we get the Fool card in reverse, Aries energy, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. For some of my Scorpios, what I'm seeing here is you're really taking a look at what is and isn't sustainable for you in your efforts to achieve your goals. Okay. And whether that's being in a long distance relationship, whether that's getting married, whether that's having a family, whether that's, having, financial success, fame, fortune, whatever it is. I feel like many of my Scorpios, you're really, really in reflective mode. I feel that a lot of my Scorpios, you're in a crossroads. You're kind of in this in-between area of you're in and stepping into your authority, but you need to leave that previous version of yourself behind where you weren't, the CEO here, or you weren't on top. And so it's like really taking a look at who's building you up, who has got your back, and who doesn't. It's about also pausing and reflecting before you make any sort of major decisions. And I do feel there's a little bit of confusion here, because I feel that, especially with this Hanged Man energy, you're in the midst of a major, major life transition this coming year. And what's coming to you in the near future, we have the Princess of Wands. So it's like a new cycle. You could be getting a message. It could be travel coming towards you as well, Scorpio. It could be that there's unfinished business between you and someone else, or you're about to close out this cycle, but you're getting that extra oomph and that extra push to push forward towards your success. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're ready. There's a message coming to you, Scorpio. Something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness and joy. Something that may be releasing you from a previous contract, or something that maybe gave you some sort of guilt or shame about moving forward. I feel that this is, whether it's a message from your higher self and a download with this eclipse energy, or if it's actually from another person, somebody who's at a distance from you, it's going to give you the healing and the closure that you need to really move forward and to step onto this new timeline. You're in the energy of the Nine of Cups, so it's kind of like my wish is your command type energy. So my Scorpios, you're manifesting this wish fulfillment and abundance. Prince of Swords in reverse and the Three of Swords. Yeah, but it's also it's also coming on the heels here of some sort of heartache and loss. And I do feel that, Scorpio. Some of you may just be mourning that previous version of yourself. As we become successful, we do sort of start to mourn the good old days, when I used to work those 2 jobs, or when I did, when I was hustling, things were simpler. I'm hearing more money, more problems, right? So for some of my Scorpios, there's a little bit of that bittersweet energy of leaving behind whatever this is. maybe where you had less responsibility. I just feel you really embracing the process here, Scorpio, to getting where you want to go versus, like, and getting to the destination and looking at all the hard work that you've put into it, everything that you've learned, but then also recognizing like what it took for you to get here. And I feel that's a bittersweet journey. What's coming towards you? We have the Eight of Wands here. This tells me that someone or something is coming rushing towards you, and there's a lot. Yeah, Cancerian energy. It's coming to you fast. It's coming furious. The Two of Swords. Okay, so there's some big decisions to be made because somebody or something is coming rushing towards you. Maybe it's like a lot of opportunities. Maybe someone or something who's been holding back for a while. I do feel like it's a result of your up-leveling, finding this balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, which is causing things to happen so quickly. But there is in your emotional body the Five of Cups. Yeah, there's some sort of sadness. There's a little bit of grief or mourning and loss and a little bit of conflict here. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, there's also something here that may be triggering you a little bit, Scorpio. You know what, truthfully, I'm getting and this is a very specific message, but it's interesting. There's someone or something that didn't support you on this journey, Scorpio. And I almost feel like they might be trying to come back around now that you're sort of doing well. So whether it's an ex or whether it's somebody you started a business with and then they flaked on you, or it's somebody that, within your family that never really supported you and now you're experiencing some major success, and it's like they want to have some sort of part in that. And I feel like, or it's somebody, maybe a job or a company that rejected you or didn't want to invest in you. And it's like, I feel like it makes you sad and disappointed because now that you have put in the hard work and you basically did it on your own, this person or this thing is coming back to you. So I do feel that may be a little bit triggering for my dear Scorpios out there. But the Knight of Swords tells me that you're moving onward, upward. We see that sort of pyramid behind this knight. So I feel this is a strong energy of ascension, alignment, clarity, and truth as a result of this transit. A deep healing taking place. And I also see the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is something that you have built from the ground up. And whether it's just you, your own energy, recovering, healing, chasing a dream when nobody else believed in you, putting in this hard work when others, making sacrifices when others weren't. I feel like you're now learning to extend that compassion to yourself that others maybe didn't have the dignity to extend to you in this process. I'm also seeing, though, that you're compassionate for others who haven't been able to achieve what you have achieved, because it's no easy task here, Scorpio. And the Lover's card in reverse, yeah, I feel that there's some tough decisions that you've had to make along the way. And I feel like there's still some tough decisions that are going to come to you within this transit, because what I'm seeing here is that you were not totally fully supported by the people in your surroundings, in your community, in your family, in this relationship, in this industry, but you did it anyways. And I feel like some people are going to be coming back around, Scorpio, trying to take a little piece of the pie, but you've stepped into this authority energy where you're balanced, divine masculine and divine feminine, and you are going to be rejecting certain people, with a very heavy heart, because I feel this regret and remorse, like where you feel bad for them for the way that they acted towards you. But, I'm just hearing, tough cookies, right? All right, let's see what advice Spirit has for my dear Scorpios. Yeah, purify your body. So with the color yellow, again, that strong masculine energy, the solar plexus, so you have a clear sense of who you are. Your confidence is being raised or raising during this transit over the next year. You have strong willpower. You believe in yourself more than ever before. You have inner stability. You've balanced masculine and feminine energy. Your nerves are steady. You know your worth, your value. You're in your integrity. And I feel this purify your energy is there are certain people and situations that are going to come back around now that you're vibing really high or you're achieving success. and they want a sort of piece of the pie, and I feel like you're going to be cutting them off, Scorpio. Yeah, and lighten up. But I also feel that you have been working so hard and now it's time for a shift. Like many of you have not had a work-life balance, or you've been channeling so much energy into achieving this dream or this goal. And Spirit's now saying, okay, now it's time to pull back a little bit. You can. This is yours. It's not going to be taken from you. So just remember that. And we get regenerate your body. Yeah, a lot of my Scorpios, it's time for healing. Like I'm seeing some of you, like you've been running a race. You've been training for, you know, the Olympics, you know, maybe literally, maybe not, maybe figuratively. But now it's time to sort of rest and rejuvenate. You can pull back a little bit is what I'm seeing. And we get emerald, calm your mind, body, and soul. Because I do also feel, Scorpio, when in your emotional body, there are certain triggers. There's going to be this want and this desire to fight or to continue having to work really hard. And in Spanish, we say con las uñas, like with your nails. Like it's like, you know, I've fought for this tooth and nail. But I feel like now it's shifting. Now you're shifting more into that position of CEO. Now I know I'm using like a lot of references with money and business, but it may not be that. It could be a relationship. It's any sort of dream that you've been working really, really hard for. And it's almost like you've achieved a level of success, but now you need to integrate that and step into your power and authority. And like, you're not the person that has to be doing everything. Like you now have people to help you with that or to do that for you. But there are also certain people who are coming back that want to stake claim in your success, that don't deserve it. And that's what I feel is going to be very triggering for you. And we get protect yourself. Yeah. So, and that's what I feel you're doing. I feel energetically there's a need for protection. I feel that there's a lot of people that are going to be wanting a piece of that scorpionic pie right now or over the next year, because you are absolutely kicking butt here, Scorpio. And I can't articulate how proud I am of those of you who are resonating with this reading, because you have worked, you have fought tooth and nail to up level. And many of you, you may have come from nothing, or you may have been, you know, felt like you were completely destroyed. I'm just getting, you know, Phoenix rising from the ashes here. It's a very beautiful, very powerful energy that I'm picking up on. And wow. All right, so let's keep going. I'm going to, if I can find the cards I'm using. Whoops, there was one out of place. Let's see what additional messages Spirit has for my dear Scorpios. What an interesting message coming through. Very interesting message coming through. And, you know, I'm seeing the Six of Wands showing up twice in reverse. Like you are not getting the reward and recognition that you deserved from someone in particular. You know, and this very well could be like, I'm seeing even a story of like you being, you know, you being dumped by somebody because they didn't like the way you looked, or they didn't see your worth and your value, and you just either doing something like, whether it's like getting a revenge body, or whether it's just up leveling, working on yourself. And I feel like you're making jaws drop here, Scorpio, with this major transformation. And for all of you, it's not physical, right? But it's just the energy that you're embracing. Whatever you've been fighting for, you are achieving, and others are going to really regret not investing in you, you know, when they should have. All right. And that's what I see. But I see a deep healing taking place. And also there's a reminder for my Scorpios out there that what you have worked so hard to achieve cannot be taken away from you. So meditation practice. So Spirit is saying it's important that you calm yourself, because I do feel there's a little bit of an energy of feeling pulled in a lot of directions. And I do feel that throughout this year, there's certain things that are going to really trigger you. But Spirit's saying, you know what? Run your own race, Scorpio. Try to ignore these lower vibrational energies. Because we see calm your mind, body, and soul. It's almost like you've been working so hard and you've been in this tense energy for so long. But Spirit's saying it's okay to take a little break. It's okay to relax. Daily practice is recommended to center yourself and to protect your energy. All right, we get teacher. You are involved in a situation that will help evolve you or someone else. Lessons should be considered a gift during our human experience. I think you've learned a lot in doing this on your own, Scorpio. You've learned a lot about who's got your back and who doesn't. I think this has been a tough lesson for you, Scorpio, but it's also taught you to rely on yourself. I just love this energy and find that balance, like step into your own power and authority. and spirit guides and angels. And I do feel like a lot of my Scorpios that I'm connecting to or that are resonating with this reading, you felt like you didn't have any support in the 3D, or you had very little. And, you know, your spirit guides and your angels at sometimes were the only thing that you had. And they were with you and guiding you. They were connected to you. Your archangels, your spirit guides, and your ancestors guiding you on this journey. And I feel like also there's this powerful energy of faith. When nobody else believed in you, Scorpio, you believed in yourself. And like I said, I feel like you're making some jaws drop here. Yeah. And your life as you know it looks differently than before, or it soon will. Yeah. And some of you, this is because you're achieving financial success. For some of you, you're creating a family. There's a relationship coming towards you, but you have worked hard to change your situation, or you will be, or that's what's happening for you with this Jupiter and Aries energy. And like I said, you've fought tooth and nail for this, and it is something that will not be taken away from you. What an interesting, powerful message here, Scorpios. Let's keep going. Let's see what final messages Spirit has for you. Messages and advice, please, for my Scorpios. Love is all around, absolutely. And I think there was this faith and this belief that even if you didn't feel completely supported in the 3D, Scorpio, that you felt that love, you know, that love with you and your higher self, that love from Spirit, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, because this is something that you were meant to do in this lifetime. And know your worth. Yep. Where other people doubted your worth, that's where you proved them wrong. I love that. I love that energy. And bring a gentle touch. So we do see this energy here of compassion. So bringing a gentle touch now to yourself, because I do feel like circumstances are changing. Like, again, it doesn't mean that you don't have to work hard. It doesn't mean that you don't have to protect your energy, but I feel like you've done or put in most of the legwork. And so now it's like it is time to also rest, relax, and enjoy the abundance and the success that you're calling in. All right. And we see transformation is beautiful. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is beautiful. And there's some people that are going to be triggered by your transformation here, Scorpio. But you know what? That's okay. Let them. Don't allow yourself to be in reactive mode. All right. And don't let other people's shortcomings or their perceived failures be reflected in how they're viewing your success and your beautiful transformation. And Spirit saying to go on with your bad self, Scorpio. Be fearless and bold. You've got this. This Aries energy, Jupiter and Aries, is giving you that push, that oomph, that support to take this risk and to create this new life for yourself. So, wow, I'm going to leave it here, sending you so much love and light. If these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button, you share and subscribe. Also, check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, or you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Love and light, Scorpios. Take care.